为力吧！压制！我感应到诸多法则波动，仿佛身处宇宙本源之地一般。
放眼整个原始宇宙，甚至宇宙之外，实力都无有匹敌者。境界湮灭，一个不留。
谁还敢怀疑你不是宇宙之主？
伟大的宇宙本源在等待你响应召。
Swallowed Star Episode 220. Luo Feng re-enters the Primordial Star and sweeps the entire battlefield. With a single slash, he instantly kills a Universe Overlord and consecutively slays 13 Universe Venerables, leaving even the Chaos City leader stunned. After returning from the Starry Sky Beast Alliance, Luo Feng is now preparing to venture into the Primordial Star once again. Last time he secretly infiltrated the Primordial Star without being noticed by any faction. Everyone assumed he didn't dare enter, thinking his earlier claim was just an excuse to avoid lending his treasures. But this time, Luo Feng decides to enter openly as a human, even jokingly labeling himself as a mobile human treasure vault. With a single step, he enters the vortex and is teleported into the Primordial Star. According to available intelligence, the first few hundred years after the Primordial Star opens are the most brutal. During the remaining 1,000 epochs, most experts lie low, waiting for opportunities. Luo Feng flaps his wings and flies deep into the mountain ranges. The terrain across the more than 10,000 primordial stars is nearly identical, something he is very familiar with. After flying for about half an hour, he spots a purple object above a lake. Diving down, he steps onto the water and picks up a lightweight cloth about 3 to 4 meters wide. He infuses a trace of divine power to claim ownership. This treasure, called the imitation purple star veil, can instantly expand to envelop enemies. It is a top-tier spirit weapon worth hundreds of treasure points. Luo Feng feels puzzled. Why would a naturally formed treasure from the primordial star carry the word imitation? He can't help but marvel at how many mysteries still remain in the universe. He knows the rules of the primordial star well. Here, one might obtain treasures through luck, but once killed, everything becomes someone else's spoils. With his current strength, ordinary universe overlords pose no threat. Universe lords cannot teleport within the primordial star, and the virtual universe provides early warnings, allowing him to avoid them easily. This time he is mainly waiting for news about Tianyang Venerable. His Nether Sea clone remains connected to the virtual universe at all times. 29 hours after arriving, as dusk falls over the vast forest, the Fanguang lord of the Purple Metallurgy clan lies flat on the ground, maintaining vigilance. He is a universe overlord, an energy-based lifeform naturally immune to soul attacks. His race cultivates while lying down. Through gaps in the leaves, he spots a silver figure flying across the sky. Both of his heads show shock. Across the universe, everyone knows that human genius Luo Feng is only undying. With combat power roughly equal to a mid-tier universe venerable, yet he possesses at least 6 supreme treasures, making his wealth exceed many universe overlords. Within the Northern Border Alliance, it had long been discussed if Luo Feng dared to enter the Primordial Star. He would be a walking treasure vault, but no one believed he would take such a risk. Fanguang Lord never expected to be the first to discover him. Greed burns in his heart, though caution remains. After just 3 seconds of hesitation, he makes his decision. In his view, no matter how many survival methods an Undying has, it is impossible to kill a universe overlord. If he captures Luo Feng, he could exchange those treasures for a high-tier supreme treasure armor. Missing this chance would mean regret for billions of years. He silently accelerates through the forest, quickly reaching directly below Luo Feng. Then, he bursts into the sky. He immediately goes all out, deploys a Time Law domain to interfere, burns divine power, unleashes his ultimate technique, Fanguang World. Countless deadly light particles appear converging toward Luo Feng. Luo Feng has already ignited his divine power, maintaining peak condition. He firmly grips his blade. This is the perfect opponent to test the results of his 180 million years of cultivation. As he swings, dense law engravings appear on the blade, activating the fusion of the golden space laws. A cold, dazzling golden slash tears through the sky. Fanguang Lord's attack shatters instantly like paper. The golden light strikes his ordinary supreme treasure armor, exceeding its defensive limits completely. Before he can even scream, his divine body is annihilated. Only the armor 6 set weapons and a world ring remain. Luo Feng collects everything with divine power. After inspection, the total value is roughly equivalent to a high-tier supreme treasure. Although the move consumed enormous energy, his Nether Sea clone continuously replenishes divine power, leaving him in perfect condition. He flaps his wings and continues forward. No trace of the battle remains. No one will ever know a universe overlord perished here silently. Meanwhile, on the Purple Metallurgy clan's homeworld within the Northern Border Alliance, Fanguang Lord's avatar suddenly dissipates in terror. His disciples initially think he has withdrawn consciousness to face danger. But when they check the lifemark tokens, they all fall into despair. Every token has become ownerless. This means one thing. Fanguang Lord has been killed. 3 universe overlords of the clan who did not enter the Primordial Star quickly gather in the temple. The atmosphere is suffocating. They cannot comprehend how anyone could instantly kill Fanguang Lord before he even sent a distress signal and break through supreme treasure armor. Their conclusion: the killer is either a universe lord or an extremely monstrous special life universe overlord. Either way, not someone their clan can afford to provoke. Their only option is to submit a request to the Northern Border Alliance's leader to resurrect him. Only the Alliance Master can revive a universe overlord. But his temperament is unpredictable. No one knows how long it will take. Back on the Primordial Star, the sky is crystal clear. Luo Feng reflects on the battle while flying. He is extremely satisfied with his combat power. At the same time, he acknowledges that ultimate techniques at the Universe Lord level consume immense energy. With 9,800 times life gene level, 100 times divine power amplification, his divine body already rivals ordinary universe overlords. Though special life forms have purer divine power, his techniques are superior. Overall, his combat power is now enough to contend with them. If the opponent wears high-tier supreme treasure armor, he can only severely injure them. To kill them, multiple attacks would be required. This also highlights the importance of good armor. His tribulation armor can block most attacks from universe lords. His 180 million years of cultivation far exceeded expectations. His mastery of law engravings allows him to comprehend the law of space with ease. Just days after leaving the Beast God world, he has already mastered the final profound mystery strangulation. Now he only needs to perfectly fuse the 3 profound mysteries to break through to Universe Venerable. Sitting Mountain Guest once said, his breakthrough could happen at any time, at most within 1,000 years. At that point, his divine body will rival top-tier special life forms like the World Tree. Combined with his powerful techniques, he may even directly contend with true universe lords and fully unleash the power of the Star Tower. A smile appears on Luo Feng's face. He leisurely continues flying, waiting for the next greedy alien expert to deliver themselves. At that moment, in a depression within a barren plain ahead, 3 high-tier universe venerables from the Thornring Alliance discover Luo Feng. Seeing the human boldly flying in the sky, greed ignites in their eyes. They believe Luo Feng is far too arrogant, an undying wandering alone in the Primordial Star, nothing more than a walking treasure vault. Though one of them suggests caution, the other 2 completely disregard it. One of them, a short and sturdy 4-hoofed alien, begins outlining a plan to surround and kill Luo Feng. He vows to leave Luo Feng no chance of escape, but just as he finishes, he suddenly freezes. From 2 different directions, 2 streaks of light rush toward Luo Feng at extreme speed. One is a 100-meter-tall one-eyed beast. The other, a lean insectoid humanoid with blade-like arms. They were none other than Baxu Venerable and Kebi Venerable of the Northern Border Alliance. Seeing their prey being contested, the 3 from the Thornring Alliance abandoned their plan and immediately shot into the sky in pursuit. The 2 Venerables from the Northern Border Alliance also grew anxious. Both sides kept a wary eye on each other while locking onto Luo Feng ahead, each wanting to claim this legendary mobile treasure vault for themselves. High in the sky, Luo Feng remained unusually calm. He recognized them instantly and quickly assessed their strength. Although Baxu Venerable possessed a massive divine body, he likely didn't have supreme treasure armor. One strike would be enough to deal with him. At that moment, Luo Feng also noticed the 3 Venerables from the Thornring Alliance catching up. All of them were high-tier universe venerables, no real threat. Luo Feng deliberately feigned panic, suddenly accelerating and turning to flee. This made the 5 venerables even more frantic. Forces from both alliances split into multiple directions to encircle him, simultaneously deploying time and space law domains to hinder his speed. KB Venerable attacked first, throwing a ring-shaped spirit weapon that chased Luo Feng at light speed. With a wave of his right hand, thousands of law-engraved stars flew out, forming a massive beast god which swept its tail and knocked the ring away. Baxu Venerable seized the chance to intercept from the front. Luo Feng instantly changed direction, relying on the extreme speed and agility of the Wu Slayer wings weaving through the encirclement. Spirit weapons clashed continuously, sending massive energy waves in all directions. As time passed, the Venerables from both alliances grew increasingly anxious. They didn't trust each other. Neither side wanted the other to seize Luo Feng. As a result, they failed to form a complete encirclement. Meanwhile, the disturbance of battle was already spreading. Soon more experts would arrive. Left with no choice, Baxu Venerable proposed a temporary alliance. Kill Luo Feng first, then compete for the treasures afterward. The four-hoofed alien immediately agreed. With cooperation established, their coordination improved significantly. Step by step, they compressed Luo Feng's movement space. Just as they believed victory was certain, a golden tide suddenly surged across heaven and earth. In an instant, it covered a radius of 30 million kilometers, engulfing all five of them. Seizing the moment when they were hindered, Luo Feng broke out of the encirclement. The Venerables quickly realized the resistance of the Golden Domain wasn't very strong. It seemed to be just an ordinary domain-type treasure, so they continued their desperate pursuit. They didn't know this was exactly the effect Luo Feng intended. The battle disturbance and the Golden Nine Xiao River acted like a beacon. Soon, 3 teams arrived: Demon Race 9 Regions Alliance, Insect Race Alliance. A total of 8 Universe Venerables, including 1 Universe Overlord, all rushed into the Nine Xiao River. Looking at the incoming enemies, Luo Feng's seemingly flustered expression showed no trace of panic. Internally, he was counting 12 high-tier Universe Venerables and 1 Universe Overlord. The moment had arrived. Luo Feng finally ignited his divine power at full output. The previously gentle golden tide instantly became violent, thick like glue. The resistance surged by 3 levels. The 13 alien experts who had been chasing him suddenly found flight extremely difficult. All of them were trapped within the endless golden waves, reduced to prey on Luo Feng's chopping board. Only then did they realize this was no ordinary treasure, but a domain-type supreme treasure. They had fallen into a trap. Luo Feng had deliberately pretended weakness, luring them all in for a single decisive slaughter. At the center of the Nine Xiao River, Luo Feng slowly drew his blade. The golden-horned beast appeared beside him. Both simultaneously activated beast god transformation. One attacked outward from the center, the other blocked from the perimeter inward, leaving no escape. Luo Feng's first target, the strongest among them, Zhongzhan Venerable, a Universe Overlord from the Insect Race Alliance. Though only 0.8 meters tall, he wore precious high-tier supreme treasure armor and excelled in close combat. He had believed he could escape even if a hidden Universe Overlord appeared. But when that beautiful, deadly golden blade descended, he realized how wrong he was. Luo Feng's strike shattered his ultimate technique instantly. Though the armor blocked most of the force, Zhongzhan Venerable's divine body still lost 62% in an instant. Before he could send a distress signal, the second slash fell. His divine body was completely annihilated. Luo Feng glanced at the floating armor and understood clearly. His ultimate technique could penetrate high-tier supreme treasure defenses. If the opponent's divine body were larger, killing them would be much harder. Zhongzhan Venerable's death completely shattered the morale of the others. Within the Nine Xiao River, screams and pleas echoed everywhere. The golden-horned beast attacked even more violently, killing Jiki Venerable instantly with a single charge. Those without even ordinary supreme treasure armor couldn't withstand even one strike from Luo Feng. In mere moments, all 13 alien experts were annihilated. Not a single one escaped the Nine Xiao River. The battle had already attracted 6 more teams, 15 alien venerables in total, including Bifa Venerable of the demon race. They could only hear screams and roars, unable to see what was happening inside. As the Nine Xiao River gradually subsided, revealing Luo Feng, everyone assumed a top-tier human universe overlord was hiding inside his world ring. Using him as bait, Furious Beaver Venerable shouted across space. Which human universe overlord was hiding inside Luo Feng's world ring? Was it Heaven Eclipse Palace, Master Star Prison Demon Lord, or Ancestor Tree Venerable? Why use such dishonorable tactics? Luo Feng smiled and said, he was alone. Not a single person believed him. When Luo Feng turned into a streak of light and charged forward, Beaver Venerable immediately fled in terror. The other aliens scattered in panic, afraid of being targeted by that mysterious powerhouse. This event quickly spread across all alliances. The Thornring Alliance's Lord of Thornheart resurrected Jiki Venerable, who possessed a clone talent. From his account, the attacker was a black beast cultivating the path of the beast god of gold. After careful consideration, no one believed it was Luo Feng himself. They concluded the Chaos City leader must have secretly arranged a hidden expert from the Hong Alliance to protect him. Even the Hong Alliance's palace masters thought the same, congratulating the Chaos City leader on his clever arrangement. The Chaos City leader smiled outwardly, but was full of confusion internally. He had never arranged anyone to protect Luo Feng. The entire universe had guessed wrong. The terrifying existence, who could one-shot high-tier universe venerables and kill a universe overlord in 2 strikes despite high-tier supreme treasure armor, was truly none other than the mere undying human genius, Luo Feng.